Milk. Cheese.
Another one hits the water, another one calls my name. A daughter has lost her father to the killing game. A city burned down to ashes, memories lost in vain. It's only gonna make us stronger as we heal the pain. Can you hear the sirens? Can you see the enemy line? I feel it coming closer. We're braver than a lion. We're steady in our state of mind, keeping our composure. Battle cry. Can you feel it taking over? Can you feel it taking over? Battle cry. Can you feel it taking over? Can you feel it taking over? Another one breaks the silence, another one shuts the door. We're never gonna be the same as we have been before. A city burned down to ashes, memories lost in vain. It's only gonna make us stronger as we heal the pain. Can you hear the sirens?
Hello, hello, hello. The song is too hyped to start stream with because then I'm trying to speak and the song's just like, hello, I'm going to scream at you. But that's okay. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody has had a good day so far. That's fair. You're allowed to scream it out. Regardless, I hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna do tree chopping today because I just spent the last... Well, I took an hour break. I spent 7 hours today playing Destiny. So we're gonna bring the energy down and we're gonna relax and we're just gonna do some tree chopping. But that's okay, I'll show you one of my favorite screenshots, because it shows a man having an existential crisis, and I'm doing a selfie pose. Of course. Hold on, I have to update this. Because I do not want it to capture things. There we go. Okay, let's just go ahead and open up April Grove, and we'll have that in the background. And then I'll show you my favorite screenshot. I have two favorite screenshots. I take it back. There's two favorite screenshots that I have today. OBS, I swear to God, you can see the video game. You can't, never mind. It's set to look at Among Us, and Among Us is not open. Amongst Us. There it is. Therapy was good today. My ability to make a 5-minute phone call to recover a $650 Steam Deck is still lacking about 55 days after losing it. It's hard. I get it. It is very hard. I just want to see where my pictures are. Show on disk. Oh, there it is. Okay, I need this. So, Destiny 2 released the Edge of Fate stuff today, and I've never played those games on stream. Oh, okay, we have to get rid of this first. Sus. So normal here. And my favorite thing to do is always to find the most inappropriate time to take selfies during the game. And I'll read out the text because it might be a bit hard to read on the screen. But it says underneath, didn't someone think to etch a date in stone or something helpful? There's no time capsules, there's no bunkers, just gone. So I'm doing a thumbs up pose in the front. You can see 2 NPCs in the back. You can see Soviet with a cowboy hat in the very back. And that's a character having an existential crisis about the fact that the world ended and he didn't realize it was ending. And nobody thought to tell him. And yeah, it's fine. Do you want to see a really cursed other photo? I know a lot of the rats already saw it, but like I feel like the internet at large needs to see this one. Which is that Bungie sometimes doesn't have collision on their characters, and so you get pictures like this, where you can just walk into the back of their model and just see too much. Anyways, I'm done cursing you. It's time to play calm, happy game. Oh, we have to make you guys small again. Hold on, we'll do that. I just got here, what the hell? Hi, Time, I played Destiny today. Hope that answers all of your questions. If it doesn't, I can't help you. Have Stretch stand next to you. Hi, Clover. Do you want to see the cursed photo again? Look at him. He's hideous. I love him so much. Anyways, time to chop trees. How are the rats doing today? Good. Wait, very important, very, very important, very important, very important. I can pet the chicken. I give him kisses. Also, hi rats, happy Wednesday. I wiggled my way out of 14-hour shift, but 11 still make me sleepy, so I don't know how long I'm staying. Plus, now I have to go early tomorrow. I'm so sorry. But have a good time zone. I need to clean my room, but I can't where to start, and I also don't have the energy. Time just saying good night. I think I've established how I'm doing. Yeah. Do you mean Clover? I don't know who you're talking to. I said a lot of things all at once. Oh my god, I'm a minute behind. Oh no. Oh no, time definitely met you. You're saying you have no energy. Time to go to bed. I need food from Diner. Is my latency that bad? I don't think my latency's that bad. Oh, hello. Hi, Miriam. What? You sure aren't shy, are you, pal? Want to make friendly with everybody, I bet? Look, a friendship isn't built in consistent conversation. Words can say anything, but... It's about your actions. That's how I was raised. Actions speak louder than words, pal. That's the truth. So why don't you make your actions buy more food so I can make loads more money? Nah, I'm just kidding, pal. This job isn't about the money. It's about the purpose. If I wanted money, I wouldn't be cooking in a place like this. Got it? Nah, nuts. It's starting to burn. You're distracting me. Beat it. These dishes are spotless. Oh, I'm looking at these. Yeesh, what a haul. Not bad, lady. Not bad. That's all I get for all this pristine produce, exactly as ordered. What do you want? A ribbon? I figured dinner. Yeah, real fun. Wait, dinner? Like, you want me to make you a meal? Who knows, handsome? Guess you have to figure that out. I ship it. I ship it a lot. I eat chicken. I eat chicken, and we go back to cutting down trees. Somewhere. I love you, chicken. My brain is reeling. I think Destiny has been a fun class today in exactly how many times you can reuse elements and still make it unique. Because there's multiple elements that they've pulled from over and over and over again in all sorts of media. And I'm like, oh, well, this is a novel take on it. And then they've shoved it all together. And I'm like, oh, this makes it all more novel. Because, like, part of it... Okay, so we're gonna get into Destiny lore for a second. And by get into Destiny lore, I mean talk about it. But I will be very confused the entire time, as will you. So, the new DLC has to do with the Nine. The Nine are a group of entities that are representatives of the heavenly bodies. So, the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, so on and so forth. Except for Pluto, I think, is the only one that isn't included. So they are representations of the heavenly bodies. What else does this sound like to you? Because the answer is very quick to come to my mind. It's Sailor Moon. Oh, also, let's remove this. Oop. Also, good morning, Woo. It's Sailor Moon. But they've done it in such an interesting way, where they're not exactly antagonistic, but they're not friendly with the characters inside of the story, necessarily. So you get this interesting twist on it. They're also not trying to fight crime on the planet Earth, and they're not princesses. But I'm sure somebody will draw the fan art of them as princesses or as Sailor Scouts at some point. No, not Roman mythology. I mean, you can make the stretch, but it's like very specifically entities representing the planets. Not planets named after the mythological deities. Work going okay? You look a little tired. Don't push yourself too hard. Rest and food are important. Please take care of yourself, okay? I can't wait to give you another blessing, though. You've super earned it. Also, you know, the process is fun, too. What? I didn't mean anything by that. Go cut some logs or something, gosh. Can I cut down the logs over here? No. But, like, another thing that's really interesting is, like, the way that the Guardians in Destiny come to be. The Guardians are awoken from death, remember very little about their past lives, and gain superpowers to go fight things. That's just god-tiering and Homestuck, but slightly different. It's fascinating to me. They're functionally immortal beings. I had a dream that gave me ideas for a horror game, but only in, like, broadest outlines, so I've got to sift through it for usable and unusable bits. I wish you luck. Let's go cut down trees up here. Also, I was looking at it, and the more I look at Warframe and Destiny 2, they are the same game in slightly different fonts. One is more of a jump ninja, and one is a ninja with a gun. I have no complaints. It's delightful. But I do hope that people get to tell more and more stories, because I do feel like the gun story has been told a lot. I don't remember where I was supposed to be going. We're on Ironroot, so it's over here? No, yes, we're on Ironroot. It's over this way. I went the wrong way. It's over near the house that confused me. Storytelling fun. I just keep thinking about storytelling. Also, I can become Ball in Destiny 2 now. I've been over here. Oh, that's right. I need to go all the way over. Do you want to see the ball? This is not relevant. I just really like being a Ball in Destiny 2, and then I want to share that with people. This is so stupid. The sparkles in the middle on the floor is me. I am just an orb. Just existing. Just electrifying things that I walk past. This is part of gameplay, and this is my favorite part of gameplay now. I like being Ball. Destiny 2 is a very normal game. No, I don't like being bald. You heard what I said. Anyways, I have a billion more ideas for other projects now, and will I get any of them done ever? Maybe. Probably not. I've leveled up. I did like the broad strokes of the horror, though, that there being supernatural elements that are ultimately ambiguous, ambiguously real due to an unreliable main character, which is not to say it was all a dream plot, because fucked up shit does still unambiguously happen, but you know, sometimes people go crazy and eat their neighbors. That's normal. No thing in the dark required. The thing in the dark can be in their head. I always like the idea of horror games that show what the character is seeing and then do something where they twist it so you realize what's actually happening versus what your character is seeing. I guess that's not just a horror game thing, but I see it a lot in like some ideas of horror games. Minutely, you see it in like sanity metrics for games like Amnesia. Like when your character starts seeing stuff on the walls and bugs and the camera moves a little bit and then you go stand in the light and the game goes, oh yeah, you're fine. It can still be scary even afterwards, but you suddenly get to see like what is real and what isn't for a moment. And even then, you're still under the impression of like, oh no, I'm still looking through this man's eyes. Will I ever know what's really real? Speaking of projects, I started a new blanket. You started a new blanket in July? I can never do fiber arts in July. It's too hot. It's just too much. I'm in your head, actually I'm in the walls, but you know. Close enough. Anyways, unreliable narrators as a concept are so delightful, and I'm always so disappointed by the way that it winds up going in so many pieces of media. Why are we so bad at unreliable narrators? I'm level 77. Hi up. I should probably go back home. Unreliable narrators, my beloved. They're a very fun concept to mess with. All too often it's the person talking like they are alive only to find out not so at the end. I do not like that one. I'm okay with having a dead narrator. Or I guess ghostly narrator in some cases. But I think there's better ways to go about it. Hi, Lucky. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Do I have any mail? Nope. I saw the newest Trackmania Tower was completed a little while ago. What was the name of the Trackmania Tower? Because I have been like on and off keeping track of it. Not like super keeping track of it. Deep Slip. What was the other one? There was one that had a couple iterations, right? They were all deep something, but there were a couple that were numbered, and I don't remember what they were anymore. I just like watching the Trackmania people go like, oh, Deep Dip, that's what it was. Deep Dip 1 and 2. I like watching the Trackmania people sometimes. They're really good background noise because it's just them playing the same thing over and over, slowly going insane. And not that I like to see people suffer, but I like to see people suffer. This one was a different mapping team and all ice. Sounds like a chill time. The generic how did we get here approach. I think that there's still room for the how did we get here, but I feel like there's more novel ways to go about the how did we get here trope than what a lot of people are currently doing. I'm trying to remember. Actually, you want to know what's a good game with an unreliable narrator? Prey. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Prey is an incredibly unreliable narrator. And it isn't a, oh, your memory was wiped, it wasn't a, you just, we don't know how you got here. They tell you everything by the end of the game and you realize everything that happened. And it's fascinating. I happened to catch the end of the run and the game crashed as the in-game replay was saving. Thank goodness it was being streamed. Oh, hell yeah. That's a clutch save. Yup, that's me. Now you're probably wondering how I got here with a cut to some crazy bullshit is always funny. Okay, yeah, that one is funny. It's funny, but they don't stick with it. Too often they drop it shortly after the cut, too. It's... I think at this point, that kind of introduction is... Well, at this point, it's more tongue-in-cheek, and they're doing it for the bit. And not to really have it as, like, a connective tissue later on. I've seen shows and things that keep up with that kind of bit throughout the tenure of the show, and that's really fun. But it's only when they've kept up with it, and they make it something that you deal with the entire time. But because it was so popular and so well done a couple of times, now people just go like, haha, I'm poking fun at this thing that already existed. So it's not as fun anymore. The idea is that your character is the only one aware of all the supernatural things driving the townsfolk feral. They're all animals because I'm a furry. Okay. It's established that your character had a history of issues with hallucinations. So how much there is actually something in the dark versus extreme anxiety of the situation, being trapped in town with dwindling supplies and increasingly feral townsfolk, inducing a degree of hallucinatory psychosis is never 100% made clear. Actually, another one with an interesting, unreliable narrator. Firewatch. Again, I'm not gonna tell you how unreliable the narrator is or where, but if you've never played Firewatch, go play Firewatch. It is such a well done instance of paranoia in writing that I still think about it, because I was playing it in college by myself in my dorm room, and I think at some point I said out loud something to which my character's narration was almost the same, and I was like, there's no way they're gonna go this far with a game like this. But also that was right around the time that like Undertale existed and other things, and I was like, no, it could. They could 100% do that. And I was prepared for something very different than what I got at the very end of the game. Also, Firewatch is just nice. Good game. 10 out of 10. It's a very almost post-mortem reference that's almost as famous as the Wilhelm scream. Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It is like a Wilhelm scream. People do it because other people have done it, and they don't really care about using it as more than a gimmick. Tropes are not bad, though. I will say that. I know that sometimes, like, we get into a... It's not a literary crisis, but, like, the literary community gets their, like, panties in a twist over, like... Oh, well, people are just writing genre fiction and they're not doing, like, anything interesting with their writing, and then I just point at, like, sci-fi time travel lesbian book that is one of the best pieces of fiction that I've ever read, and I'm like, that's technically genre fiction. By your standards, that is genre fiction, and it's so beautiful. And I want to read it again, and I need to go look at some stuff that the authors have put out since. Tropes are fantastic. It's also really interesting. I was reading some stuff recently that was about the breakdown of... What was it that they were looking at? It was... Oh, it was detective fiction. There was a book that has been commonly attributed as, like, our first, like, detective novel. And everybody was like, there's no way it's the first one, because it made a lot of references and had some tropes already built into it that seemed to imply, like, knowledge of a genre before it. And so some students, I think it was probably doctorate students at a college somewhere, went looking, and they found in, like, newspapers and things hundreds of pieces of detective novel style fiction that came way before this novel that was being attributed as the first of its kind, quote unquote. And it's so fascinating that, like, we don't really think about it like that, of, like, repetition of tropes can sometimes get us to something better, not worse. I mean, the writing community always says that, though. They said that 100 years ago, they'll say it in another 100. Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of, like, genre elitism. Right now, there's a lot of elitism about whether or not... about romance books. I know that sounds weird. I know that sounds insane. But in general, in the community, there's a lot of elitism about, like, writing romance versus writing other forms of fiction. And a lot of, like, elitism in communities about reading romance or not. And it's a really weird It's a real weird conversation. Trope repetitionalism is a thing everywhere, and it's not limited to literature, unfortunately. No, it will never be limited to literature. When I'm talking about writing, I'm talking about something that I have seen that side of the community talk about. A lot of creative mediums will have these same conversations, but I'm unfortunately not well versed in, like, what the art community would say, what the film community would say, about what the anime community would say, because there's a lot of opinions there. I know some of them, but I'm not as deeply immersed in that field as I am in the writing and reading side. It's like people passing remarks about, oh, another isekai anime, wonder where this trash is going. Yeah. I was listening to a podcast similar to this just yesterday on my run. The huge divide between different detective mystery novels, the reference Poe versus more Agatha Christie type writing, yeah. Honestly, it might have probably come from that podcast coming out, that people were talking about it on my own timelines, where they were talking about, like, the development of genres and how it's different, and how there's some things that we don't really see, and the only reason why now we are so carefully tracking trope and genre development is because we have the internet. And now we can watch all of these genres exist in real time. Which is always fun. I think the comment somebody else said, so this isn't my thought, but I agree with it wholeheartedly, is that, a lot of the things that we are looking at so critically right now are the things that were not important enough to be archived or kept by people in the past. Lots of trash media got thrown out because it wasn't intended to be kept forever. It changes from, like, mediums, like, the reason why some clothing existed more than others was because, like, the people were using other versions of things and they got so worn out they broke down or were turned into other things, versus, like, things that were used once or twice were able to be more preserved by our modern period. Also, ads are happening. We'll rest while we do this. I'll happily slurp that trash up. I unironically love isekai. I like isekai as well. I need them to let the women date in isekais. I'm tired of so many romantic-y isekais that are just like, hey, you see this wonderful female secondary character who is definitely in love with the female main character? They don't get to kiss. And I'm like, that's stupid. Just let them kiss. Sorry, I got pinged. People get mad about me writing like Lemony Snicket. Not my fault is writing stuck hardest with me. I mean, people are going to call it anybody that takes styles. It happens all the time. It happens a lot with artists. I know a lot of artists have gotten criticized for, like, well, you draw too close to this person. It's like, yeah, because their art style heavily influenced me when I was younger, and so I've taken it and made it my own thing. Please let me exist. Yeah, that's my definitely #1 hated thing in isekai is how they treat women. There's a lot of yaoi in there, but there isn't a lot of lesbianism. The word you're looking for is yuri, woo. True, or like with a specific style already, like it's a chibi, so it's going to look like chibis, yeah. There's lots of artistic tropes too, and that's fine. Oh yeah, you're right, yes, Yuri exists. This is Yuri erasure. I'm going the wrong way. But it is a problem. Then again, didn't China just crack down on, like, BL content? Wasn't that, like, an actual thing where they, like, cracked down on BL content really heavily? And we're actually sending police to people's houses? Gar fact. Will Wood posted a Gar on his IG story yesterday. Wonderful. What? Yeah. China said the men can't kiss. So the Chinese population that likes that kind of stories said, we're just gonna host it on foreign servers. Hi, Zir. I should finish my isekai story with a set of side characters that's just a lesbian molecule adventure parting? Yes. Yuri as a word has lost its meaning since the mistitling and subsequent false advertising of Yuri on Ice. Listen, it's not my fault. It's also a name! It's okay, Yuri on Ice was- it was a name. His name was Yuri. Why? 'Cause China's like that. I think it's due to, like, the way that they have their decency laws. So, you can get in serious trouble with the government for being quote-unquote indecent. Whatever that really means is up to the government to define and enforce, so. Which is shitty. Beep. I'm level 80 now. I don't know what that means. I'm just having a good time. I go bed now, night-night rats. I go honkshu. Have a good night, Lucky. Take care of yourself. Uh-huh. You certainly tried there, Aether. I now have 2 more sons. Please welcome the ginger that has sprouted quite well in a dark, dry shelf cabinet. Woo, I worry about these things. I've chopped off its body and head and stuck it in the ground. I don't think I like the way you're talking about your ginger sons. It sounds like you've murdered someone, and I know you haven't. You're talking about a ginger plant, but I'm worried. Don't worry, I likely won't do this to Aether. Right as Aether also posted, look away Aether /J. Okay. So it's a bully Aether day. He's not even here. He hasn't been talking? You guys are just bullying him. Wait, what level do I get the next tree? Is it 85? Can I go unlock the new thing now? Did I do this? No, there's a rock here. I've been defeated. I will never be able to go any further in life. I've been defeated by a rock. Do I need to do- is it near April's? Is that where the next set of trees would be? Rabbit. What else do we do other than bully Aether and Aether? Talk about cannibalism? Talk about space. Pet the dog. Can I cut these now? MILFs.
Hi Aether, I won't bully you, promise.
I make no promises. Have new tree type. Jesus. I'm level 81 now. In the most affectionate way possible, I want to punch you like a football, Aether. Fair enough. Oh, hey there, I think I see what you're thinking. I can get it done for 3,500 gold. Got enough? Yes. I did it. I'd punt Aether. Woo, is there any member of this community that you wouldn't want to punt? At least once? It's crocheting over here. I got yarn in my hands, whatever that copy pasta is. Some people are too tall to punt. Yeah, but you try. Am I too tall to punt? What's puntable height? How tall is too tall? Anything below 5'9" is puntable. Okay. That's a lot of people. Well, no, you guys are not escaping punting. Even if you are over that height, that is just Woo's definition of what heights are puntable. I'm 6 foot and no one can prove me wrong. Prove I'm wrong. I mean, that's fair enough. You know what, Time? You can gaslight everybody. You can gaslight everybody. Woo, why are you going for Clover's shoes? Clover's not even here right now. Is there anything over here? Just rocks. I mean, Clover might be here, but Clover is also very sleepy. We're bullying the rats who aren't here. It's a very bullying kind of day. We pet the dog because we don't bully the dog. We give love to the dog. And then we pet the chicken because the chicken is also very good. 10 out of 10. Okay. Okay, how many? Ash, sycamore, iron root, 42 knotwood. No. Honkshoe. I don't even know if there's a benefit to me sleeping every night. It just makes me feel better. Dog. I want to make the horror game idea I had now, but I don't want to add on another project. You'll get there, eventually. While trying to get the child ready for bed, I told her to brush her teeth, and she looked me dead in the eye and said, "Why would I have time for that?" He's growing so fast. Also need to figure out what animal the main character would be. Definitely some kind of predator animal for reasons. Mongoose. Are mongooses predators? Mongoose? Mongoosin. Some flavor of hawk or giant toad. Giant toad would actually be really interesting. All weasels are predator? Oh, that's right, they're a weasel. Or in that family. Marten! I love martens. Now I'm just thinking about other animals that I like the look of that I think would be very soft to pet. I just like looking at pictures of Pika. They're native to the area that I grew up in Colorado, and so I just think about them a lot. They're so tiny and cute, and they just run around with flowers in their mouths. That's not helpful for what for what Zero is doing. It's just a thing I think about. I immediately tend towards a terrestrial mammal for her, as cool as lizards, birds, and insects are. Nope, I'm just imagining all of the lizards that lick their eyes instead of blinking as a character for a horror game. And it would fit, but it would make my brain tense. And you know what? That's kind of the point of it. Tasmanian Devil. Just because I think they're fun. Badger. No, I love badgers. They're so good. Honey badger. Honey badger. What a gremlin of a horror protagonist that would be. What about that one really small cat that's like one of the like top predators? It's like really small, but because of how much it hunts, it just takes out so many things compared to like all the other cats that it's compared to. I forget its name, but I also love it. There's a lot of cool animals out there. One thing I do need the sci-fi industry to start doing, I need them to make their aliens more like fish. There's so many weird and like horrifying fish in the world, and they don't rely on that when they're going to make aliens, and then they make the same humanoid aliens over and over and over again. I am looking directly at Destiny. And I'm not saying it's absolutely horrible, but I think they could make way more interesting aliens if they looked at more fish. Rusted Spotty Cat? I don't remember the name of the cat off the top of my head, unfortunately. I'm just thinking about fish now. Think about a Gar alien. Gotta say, I love that Stellaris has so many non-humanoid species. I do love that too. My brain is doing non sequiturs everywhere. But in terms of like also doing like weird fish things also involves a lot of like weird gender shenanigans. And I always am reminded of all of those like horror story posts from like RPG subreddits where they're all like, yeah, the person I was trying to play a tabletop RPG with was trying so hard to erase the woke that they said that you can't be anything but male or female in our alien TTRPG game. It's a time. Sparkly tree. Hear me out, jellyfish alien. I want 17 of them. I want so many cool, weird, floaty jellyfish aliens. Dude. Unfortunately, my horror game does not have room for fish people because they would solve too many of the game's problems, re being cut off from supplies like food. The birds also pose a significant problem. I mean, you can make other ways of, like, artificially limiting what characters are capable of doing. And definitely, like, I feel like for your genre that you're looking at, you can poison the ocean. You can do that, but that would just kill them all. Even more horrifying. For something like what you're doing, I feel like it introduces like way too many questions for something where you need to focus in on the subject at hand. Whereas like it is a really interesting conversation in like Beastars, where they have the people come from the sea to the land and it's actually like a conversational point. I can now cut down these trees without needing this axe. It was actually a conversational point, I think, in the season 2 stuff. Where there was a seal that came to land. And he had such a weird way about him, and it was like it was a cultural moment. Where like he was like not caring about being dressed all the time and didn't have the same sensibilities as everybody else. And so he was just kind of a weird guy, but in a very positive way. It has not been years, Aether. It came out like this year. Season 2 came out like this year. I thought it was season 3. I thought it was season 2. Beastars. Oh no, it was season 3. The conversation I'm having is about season 3 anyways, which came out the end of last year. Literally December. Was season 2 only 12 episodes? Oh, that's why it's just... Okay, I understand what happened in my head. So in my head, seasons of anime are not 12 episodes. Seasons of anime are 24 episodes. 25 episodes. And so season 1 and 2 are always one season in my head. I do this with a lot of shows. Old anime tropes of like how they did the numberings really get to me. I always expect episode 13 to be a recap episode, and I usually skip it. That has been the wrong choice on more than one occasion. But it is the way I think about it. Still annoyed Dandadan got split up. Season 2 technically just came out, but is a continuation of season 1. I don't know what to tell you. I'm used to the era of anime being 25 episode seasons. Episode 13 or episode 14 is when they change the opening and the closing of the thing, but it's still technically the first season or the one season. I think they might have done like a mini hiatus in the middle of seasons with a longer thing between seasons. But I'm not actually sure where I want to fall on that, but probably prey animals are actively afraid of getting eaten by predators, but a predator doing so is still pretty rare and is a big deal when it happens. Dog. Oh my god, I could buy all the clothing. Hold on. I'm buying all the clothing. Hi, Spruce. Change up your style for 250 gold? Yes. I'm yellow now. Banana. Blueberry. Desaturated. Orange. Neon pink. I wish to be desaturated. I already forgot it was stream day. My brain is not in it today. That's okay, Clover. Do your best. I had to reload stream due to wife and for a moment thought that the guy was talking was a new VTuber sprite for Diplock and was concerned. Yeah, it's my VTuber premiere. Debut? Something. Dog. Okay. Clover, take care of yourself. If you're tired, please go get sleep. Also moving my mouse off the board. Have I gotten enough of the tree? Ooh, I do have enough to talk to, what's-her-face tomorrow. You technically have a PNG tuber, right? I do. I need to reset up some stuff on the new computer, and I've considered using it, but it hasn't been, like... A lot of the games I've been playing, I would rather have the space on the screen, but I should probably reset up a PNG tuber or look into... I want to do something, but I need to figure out some stuff. If I go to sleep, I'll wake up at 4 AM. But didn't you need to go in early? No, I'm kidding. Don't do that to yourself. General plan is to split the game into days and have each day introduce a new mechanic that's going to get you if you don't keep track of it to simulate the climbing over simulation anxiety of the character. That's a good way to do it. Slice of cucumber plus water equals magic. I do think that cucumber water is quite nice sometimes. I feel like a lot of places do cucumber water wrong somehow, and I don't know how. Wait, there's another place I can go. What over here? I look so sad and desaturated. This is my angst arc. Something we've seen before. That's a tree I can't cut down yet. That's a path. There's no way that's not a path. Is it like a time of day activated path? Is there a story thing? We'll just have to come back over here at some point. This... Bonk. So I'm assuming that this is the arbor tree. If there was meant to be a fancy tree, I'm assuming it is that. But I can't cut it down yet, so... Let's just go talk to April, because we need to get the blessing for getting the 100 knotwood, I think it is. Also, ads will be soon. You shipped out plenty of knotwood. Great work. I did not doubt you. I had to try. Anyway, this is the best blessing I can offer. Mwah. You'll learn even faster now. Pretty cool, right? I know, I'm the best teammate ever. All that is left for you to overcome are the ancient arbors. You can do this. I know you can. I can't wait to see you succeed. I've completed a quest. Oh. Yes, I like the idea of Zier's game. My brain is now imagining the reverse of that mechanic, Zier, and ooh, using that to talk about a person slowing down, not having the ability to care for as much / depression. Yeah, that has to be done, but does it really matter to do? Nah. Ooh. Are you gray now? Yeah, I bought all the colors. I'm grilled broccoli. I feel like you could play with that mechanic too in a way to talk about like the varying nature of like chronic pain too. Like, you start with a game with somebody on, like, a bad spoon day, so they don't have a lot of energy and can't do a lot. You go through a progression of them feeling better and getting to do more things, and then at some point you hit, I guess what I would call normalcy, but it's not normalcy. It's when you start having more variability day to day, not set by like anything in particular. It's literally like just an RNG. You wake up in the morning and you feel a certain way, and therefore like some mechanics are taken away, or like some choices are just outside of your ability to do. Maybe even some impact from like tasks you did the previous days. Like, if you spend a week doing a ton of really intense stuff, you spend a week not being able to do anything. I have a sparkly tree. I thought the game just made you old because you completed so much you'd start to give your life to April. I don't think this game is that ominous. I'm just in my angst arc. Also, ads are starting soon. My angst arc is that I think the gameplay is going to end soon, and I'm sad that I won't get to see April. I could load the game anytime. But I will be sad that I don't get to see April. Whee! I actually am really interested in where some game concepts can go in the future. And I'm interested to see if somebody else tries to take what Kojima has done with Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2, because the ads are happening. They've defined it as like a Strand type game, and I want to see a breakdown of what a Strand type game looks like from not Kojima. What makes a Strand game? What are you talking about when you're saying this is a Strand-like? What does that actually mean in practice? What tropes are we getting to see develop over time? Of course, I immediately made my game idea too ambitious by following the idea of fighting the supernatural, mind-altering entity with the idea of what if there's multiple endings based on how well you keep the town together, / if you decide to actively help the dark. I mean, you could make that part of it, but just work on a standard path to start. Or like a very simple path. Like, think like neutral. Okay, I say this knowing that there's a lot of nuance here. The neutral path of Undertale. The neutral path of Undertale has you with a couple of variables like characters that were killed / weren't killed, a couple of other little random things, but think about it as simple as like who lived and didn't live. And that affecting like the text you get at the end, and that's it. Maybe the image that you get at the end. Nothing too complicated. I also want to do that thing. This is unrelated. It just has to do with multiple endings. Do you know that meme post that went around from Tumblr for a while that was like, what if an author put out a book and there were like 4 different endings and they didn't say anything and the book just went out like normal, and then people started figuring out that there were multiple endings by talking to their friends about what they saw at the end of the story? I just want to do that real badly. I want to do that with a published book. It will never happen, but I'll imagine it. Probably a good idea. Making a neutral route is already a big enough task that I should nail that first before starting on a perfect and Bringer of Darkness route. Plus it'll give me a basis to branch off from. Yeah, and you can see what does and does not work in the neutral route, and then, like, not perfect, but, like, refine your ideas for the other routes as you work on that one. Wait, do you think it has something to do with nighttime? Hold on, I wanna... Is there anything over here at night? Because there's that one area that really, really looks like a path. No. Hi, Daisy. Do you think the beach man is awake during the night and asleep during the day? I want to just check up on, like, a whole bunch of random things. You remember those Choose Your Own Adventure books? I just read them cover to cover. Okay, but, like, when I was reading the Choose Your Own Adventure books, what I would do is I would sit there and I would go down, like, one path, and then I would get to an ending and go, no, I hate that, and then go back up, get the other ending, and be like, no, I hate that one, and then, like, go all the way back up and, like, trace it down through other routes until I found an ending I liked, and then I decided that was the story. Oh no, he's just asleep all the time. I don't think this is a nap. I think this is a coma. He'll be okay. I think a lot of people backtracked. I think maybe that was the norm. I didn't talk to enough people to know what the norm could even be. The sign reads broccoli. Do I have mail? No. Nobody like you, sad face. Wait, no, what I would do is get the first choice, then read both those choices, then take the corresponding 4 choices and read those, then 8, etc. Interesting. Also, if I made the neutral route, then released it and later added new endings, like update added choices mattering. Yes. I used to read them all through flipping to every possible option and saving the start spot until I read all options, then save those option spots and read all those options, and basically read it later. Oh, okay, so Minty and Clover did the same thing. Save scumming books! That is basically what they were doing. You know what? There's worse things to do with your time. It is interesting that, like, Choose Your Own Adventure books dropped off and then visual novels popped off. We really didn't like it in book form, but it does really, really well in visual novel form. Has anything changed on this side of the building? Room, world? How are you, Miriam? Hey there, stranger. Where you been? Getting plenty of work done? Nothing quite beats it, huh? Getting to be out under the sun and working with our hands just feels right, don't it? That's the best part of farming. Worst part for me was always the market. Found pretty close to a city, so it was handy. Out here's far enough away you can almost forget they exist. Sure, it was home, but the game has crashed, maybe. Nope? Okay. Seems I turned on my charm a little too hard around him. Whatever's a girl to do. Okay. Is anything else corrupted? What did I do? What button did I press? Can I become a different color? Is the game fine? That is the only time I've ever seen a game have a glitch like that, and then be like, yeah, you're fine. Hello? I need to become green again. The green will fix it. Hello, sir. I bought all your clothing colors. The Forester returns again. Have you come to hear more of my beloved city? Here, there are only a handful of people, but there is an ocean of people and possibility, you know? There is not just one chef, but countless, all competing and aspiring to greatness. No, nothing like here, where the only choice is scallion. Artisans have made it into a great place of beauty, with statues and fountains galore. Oh, and the lights, once the sun goes down. It is not like here in nature. The city you see never sleeps. Okay. Are we normal? I tried to get food from Scallion, but he told me he won't be serving anyone dressed in a doily. A doily? Can you believe that? This is high fashion. Okay, doily man. We're fine. Okay. I think I just glitched out one of Miriam's lines. Hello, crazy scientist man. What have you done? Here to snoop some more? Well, you can look around all you like, since I'm sure you can read all my notes. You don't have to keep playing dumb. I've been here for over 50 years now because of you people. As for places to be trapped, it hasn't been so bad here. It's far more peaceful than home, after all. Managed to make a friend or two I can trust. You fools shouldn't take them lightly. This world is no sheet for you to take. Keep your problems to yourselves, why don't you? No idea what this is. This looks like another language. The desk is covered in scribbles. Scribblings I do not understand. Okay. Here to spy on me more. Want to see it? No, I think we've seen this before. You fiends won't get away with this. Okay. We're fine. What if this suddenly turned into a horror game? And the game started falling apart now that I have completed its mission. You know, Mace and I have been friends since we were kids. That's right, pal. It may shock you, but he was real shy. Luckily, he had me around to do all the talking. He looked about as tough as I talk. We made quite the team. When he got picked to be the next Forester, he found his confidence and purpose. Real happy for him. Hopefully he finds something to bring him joy in retirement. But me? Nah, pal, you'll have to claw this spatula out of my hands to get me to ever stop. Feeding people's a real joy without compare to see their faces and reactions. Sometimes even get to see them heal. I got a soup that will send any sickness packing. So you ever start feeling under the weather, just let me know, pal. Scallion's a sweetheart. That's a real nice raccoon. That's a friend. Actually, how is Maple doing in her empty shop? Hey, Forester. I tried talking to April again. Begged her to find someone else to take over the shop. She's so kind. But she thinks I need to see this through. Well, then I can sell my family's old shop and move on. That had me thinking. Do I really want to? So what if it's hard, or that I never know what to say or do? This place is full of memories for me. Hiding under counters and playing with my dad. It was full of memories for them too. They built it themselves. This place is a part of me and my family. It's the roots we put down. I don't want to rip myself up from them. I think I want to stay. I want to do my best. May not be right, and I may be the worst shopkeeper ever, but I'll do my best. I'll be doing my best. And I just need to be okay with that. I believe in her. Nah, they're evil. They have thumbs. Does that mean people are evil because we have thumbs? Thing I need to decide on is how much to keep of the idea my dream had of, like, some fantasy elements. A major part of it was that your character is staying with their parents, who have a large home in this town, and the various rooms would become like fantasy realms, a la Dark Worlds and Deltarune. Specifics would change depending on the way the characters thought about them. collecting allies in these fantasy realms was important to fighting off the thing in the dark. I don't know. I guess it depends on the vibe that you want to keep for the game. Do I have to be level 100 to cut down the arbor trees? Well, I'm level 90 now, and usually it's around level this that I can cut down the next tree, so let's go try cutting down the arbor tree, I guess. I'd say narrow in on what aesthetic choices you want to make and what you would like to keep for the long term, and then go from there. Oh, yes. I can cut this down now. Okay. So we'll cut down this tree while we're hanging out here / waiting for the arbor tree to respawn. Which is probably why it's like a several steps down tree, so you can't farm super effectively for experience, but you can do most things. When it comes to working on concepts, I found that a lot of what I do is get really big with my idea, and then I narrow it down, and then I let it expand again over and over and over, just so that I can see how far I want to take an idea. Because even if I don't use the, like, far expansion every single time I use the idea, it might help with, like, just letting me define the upper bounds. To be honest, the main thing for collecting items as allies was that the thing in the dark would gradually corrupt them / subsume them / take them over, which in my dream manifested in them turning into Spamton, but obviously I wouldn't keep that. No, I think you should keep Spamton. Spamton Nightmare, the Deltarune horror game fan game. You make friends in the dark world, everything becomes Spamton. There's no escaping Spamton. World made out of Spamton faces. My favorite horror thing from the dream, though, was the basement of the house opens up to the outside despite being fully underground. Oh, it's got the, like, the cellar swinging doors. No, wait, no, not that. It's like the what is it called when the basement just, like, is at the, like, ground level on the back of the house? I don't know what it's called. It's a thing, though. Spam tail. Yeah. Hi, Ether. I know this house isn't like that. There are glass sliding doors in the basement as if it was. Basement's haunted. I mean, it's a horror game, so yes, the basement is haunted. What am I saying? Of course the basement's haunted. No basement entrance from the outside, but there is a basement exit from the inside. Oh, we're just going full liminal space. Or not liminal space. Quantum mechanics? No, what is it? No, it is quantum. Weird quantum shit. Non-Euclidean. I miss Outer Wilds. Sorry, I just started thinking about the quantum rocks. I miss them. I also miss Outer Wilds. Our favorite game. I also miss Streamer feeding us. I haven't had a face. Listen, I don't have a face. You guys don't get fed. What do you want me to do? Just pull up like a stock photo of marshmallows? Would a stock photo of marshmallows count as feeding you? What's stopping you? Google. Marshmallow stock image. You guys want big marshmallows or small marshmallows? Hold on, wait. This is getting even better. Hold on. This is so stupid. Hold on, I have to have this full size for a second. Here's your marshmallow. There you go. Here, it goes over here on top of Stan. I like that the marshmallow is just hiding underneath everything. Streamer finally fed chat. Listen!
MARSHMALLOW.
Oh, you spaced the L out. That's why she did not say that as a word. I was like, she 100% knows the word marshmallow. She does, but Carol is chaotic. Carol more illiterate than me. Yeah, but she knows per hectoliter. Brian knows 9 Inch Nails though, and I think that's funnier. If you write N-I-N when using
Per hectoliter.
Thank you, Icy. If you write N-I-N with Brian, he says 9 Inch Nails. What happens when you don't go to bed in this game? Should we find out? What the heck? You said that right as I was pressing redeem to block? You're welcome. I am psychic. The rat brain cell, hold on, this is very important. The rat brain cell is very tuned in today. Very extremely tuned in today. The number of jokes that were made with multiple people making the same joke at the same time today, it's a lot. The rat brain cell is there. I guess when I called Ether Ginger again? Yes, at almost the same time. The rat brain cell is in fine form today, and I'm proud of the rats. Why? I don't know. Wu said something about his ginger sons, which are just pieces of ginger that he had in a cupboard that he has now planted in the dirt outside. For reasons unknown to me.
What did I do to deserve this?
Exist. Smile. Also, thank you for the 39 months. You're old. I keep seeing a lot of sparklies, but I don't know if they mean anything. My back hurts? You're not beating the old allegations. Do not plant gingers in the dirt. They are people too. Also, thank you for the water break. I hope you're doing well, Minnie. Either, if you had to be a horror game protagonist, which carnivorous land mammal would you be? What a good, very hyper-specific question we've gotten to. It's almost as fun as, are vampires cannibals? Explain. I don't think any of the rats here have new opinions about it. But if you do, say it. Yell it. Scream it. My opinion is... Bebos. Yeah, like he's not here to say Bebos. Okay, I can now cut down the arbor trees without needing this axe. Will I stop using this axe? No. Most fish are pescatarians, just saying. So the fish are cannibals. Oh, sparkly tree. Sparkly fancy tree. Give me all your money. Wonderful. I'm just thinking about vampires. If a salmon became a vampire, could it only drink the blood of other salmons? My favorite thing about this horror game is that I'm going to give the player the option to eat another actual person on like day 2 before shit actually starts getting real bad, and the idea of the player taking it at that point is hilarious to me. I feel like that's a minty question. That is a minty question. It's also something that I will probably say to some of my coworkers that I will see tomorrow. They'll be like, how was your day off? And I'll be like, if a salmon was a vampire, how many different kinds of fish blood could it drink? And then they will look at me and say, so a normal day, huh? And I'll be like, yeah, it was great. What type of salmon? An Atlantic salmon. Does that help? Could it drink the blood of like other salmon types? Like other species of salmon? But then like you go over to like a I'm trying to think of a good fish. Like an angelfish, and that would just be like too foreign and it wouldn't work. Can plants be vampires? Do they just suck out chlorophyll? Are they even a plant if they can't photosynthesize? These are the questions that are gonna keep me up at night. Salmon vampires could only drink blood of fish that salmon can crossbreed with. But how does that work with, like, in some mythos, like, vampires being able to drink the blood of, like, animals as a substitute for drinking the blood of humans? Like, it's bad, but, like, at what point does it go from being, like, an inconvenient food source to being, like, harmful? Oh, it's daytime now. Nothing happened. I just stayed out all night and just cut a whole bunch of trees down. Also, ads are starting soon. Lumberjack doesn't need sleep, apparently. Apparently not. In before April yells at you. Can I pass out? Will the game yell at me? Going to get trench foot? I might be wearing good boots. We never know. I'm claiming that this cannot eat outside its species. Fair enough. Listen, it's our weird little conversation. You get to declare all the rules you want. Okay, so if a fish became a werefish, or a werewolf, I guess. Well, it wouldn't be were, it'd be the prefix for fish. What would a werewolf fish look like? Werewolf over there. Very good Young Frankenstein joke. Also, ads are happening. Does auto-cannibalism count, like if moss just ate itself? Does moss? Moss has to consume itself, right? What if I eat the moss? Okay, Chris. I'm level 98. Let me ask the moss outside. Okay. Also, don't eat random moss. I feel like that needs to be said very, very loudly. The bigger question is, if a vampire salmon gets eaten by a bear, what happens? Well, I mean, obviously the bear becomes a vampire. Okay, what can the bear vampire drink? Just other species it can crossbreed with? Which would just be various bears. I feel like bear vampires would not exist a lot. Bear vampire can only drink berries. Just no more meat. That'd be interesting. I'm so sorry to Colorgrave that this is the conversation that's happening while I'm playing your game. This very calm, peaceful game about just cutting down trees and having a good time, and I'm sitting over here discussing whether or not fish can be vampires and how the rules work for fish vampires. I still want to know how the werewolf fish works. Think about dwarf fortress vampires who all inevitably go insane because they can't drink alcohol anymore. When are we getting the fish version of Twilight? Okay. I'm level 99. Oh, that was such a delightful tune. Is that like max level? Are we proud of my achievement? Why is my mouse on the screen? Also, I promise that there's a sane reason for me thinking about vampires again, which is just that I was trying to think about how I wanted to handle, like, supernatural creatures that are spread through, like, I guess infection? Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to let vampires be part of the fantasy setting I'm making, but I was like, but they fill a critical role. Oh. I've reached 999. I've reached max money. I've reached max money. What do I do now? What do I do now with all my money? I want to make horror game. I've made notes of my thoughts thus far, but it'd be silly to start right this second since I'm going back up to my computer to switch to Linux tomorrow. Good luck with that, by the way. I promise there's a sane reason. No, listen, you can't just quote me like that. You can. It's rude. Hi, April. This is the greatest challenge of any forester, ancient arbors. Even Masons struggled with them. Most foresters never even see one. They're ancient trees from the dawn of time. Without our blessing, no one can even cut them. Don't worry, you have mine. Counting on you. Okay, bye-bye. If I reach level 100, does it just yell at me? Oh, that's barely making a dent. Whee! It's like salmon full moon. It's now fucking lobster. I think I'm fine with that. That's ridiculous enough that I like it. Werefish is a crustacean because we can all become crab. Wait, is this max level? Oh, I need to talk to the mushroom man. The level won't go any further. Hello, dog. I love you. How much stuff am I missing in my house? I'm missing one thing, and I think it's an axe. How many arbor tree logs have I cut down? 68. If I'd cut one more down, I could have had 69. I need to talk to the mushroom man. No, we must go talk to Mushroom Man. Mushroom Man is very important. He said that once I reached max level, I should talk to him, and so now I want to talk to him. I want to know what the Mushroom Man was talking about. What more could there be, Mushroom Man? Explain to me the secrets of this world. Hey, kiddo, how's it going? Cutting plenty of logs out there? Not much, but it's honest work, right? You know, I gotta level with ya, kiddo. Love it out here. Nothing beats home. Everywhere else is a whole different can of worms, sort of stuff you wouldn't want to even dream of. The Peace here's a real gift. We best not take it for granted. Hey kiddo, look at you all maxed out. Really brings a tear to my eye. Let me level with you. I can do a little thingy or two and let you start sort of fresh, you know? You'll be able to regrow and renew all you've learned. Ain't really a point other than maybe a little decoration and bragging rights, but hey, that's enough to move mountains for some people, right? What do you say, kiddo? Want me to reset your level? No. I get it, kiddo. Not everyone's got the courage to start over. Life's hard enough. Already, right? Be good, kiddo. Okay, I want to get the arbor tree done, and then we will come back and we will reset our level. But I don't want to reset it right now, because then I can't cut down the arbor tree until we get back to level 90. And that is not what I want to do. Do you know the Mushroom Man? The Mushroom Man? She's married to the Mushroom Man, who lives on Drury Lane? Okay, honk shoe time. Old guy with tie-dye shirts at all local concerts. Yes, I know him. There is usually a Mushroom Man, isn't there? Don't take substances that you don't know what they do. Okay, live long enough. Have lovely rest of your time zones, rats. Have a good rest of your time zone, Clover. And Minty. Have a good time zone, Minty. Honk shoe time for many rats. I did not mean to say live. You're fine. You're fine. We understand what you meant.
Comfort streamer. Trato 10 love.
Okay, so there's no more money for doing anything. So I guess I could just... Actually, you know what we should do? Hold on, we're gonna go back to our house. Because there's no reason for me to hold on to money right now, so I'm not really worried about making money. But we want to make sure that we have charms that are about making sure that things regrow quickly. Because the arbor tree is gonna take a while. Also, I want to look at the achievements and see what we haven't done yet. Because I want to 100% this game. Okay, what do you do? Chopping speed is increased. Trees won't last as long, but I learn faster. Trees last much longer, but I will learn a little slower. That's fine right now. I don't give a shit. Logs are consumed for extra knowledge, which doesn't really matter. Artisan axe. Sometimes axe strikes will trigger multiple times. Let's do this one. No, because that makes it... Sometimes trees will stay standing longer and makes harder trees cuttable at lower levels. I think this is the best combo. Both make the trees last longer. Now let's go back out and cut them down. Actually, hold on. What are the achievements in the game that I haven't gotten yet? In progress. There's 2 that I haven't done. There's find something super secret and donate to the wishing well. Well, we know where the wishing well is. There's a well over here. I have infinite money. I don't care about my money. Yeah. I did it. Okay, I donated 5,000. So now we have to figure out, thank you, Zero. Now we have to figure out where the secret is. Also, let's go talk to Mason. When we first met, I was a bit brash. I do hope you'll forgive me. Never been much good with people. Rarely realize that what I'm saying is rude until I think about it later. In my mind, it's just the truth, so why should anyone be upset at me saying it? I don't mean to make excuses, it didn't set us off on a good foot. You know, I hardly spoke to anyone when I was young, hid behind Scallion and let him do all the talking for me. He's got quite the sharpened tongue. April and Daryl brought me my confidence, though sometimes perhaps I should think a little before I say exactly what I think. Regardless, you are doing well. Your hard work is noticed, Forrester. No one says my name. No one talks to Broccoli. Except for you. You love me. So does Chicken. And I love Chicken too. Wait, no, not here. Whee! 3 logs. 4 logs. 5 logs. 6 logs. 7 logs. So yeah, that's an improvement. That's 7 compared to the 4 or 5 that I would normally get. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Broccoli, Chicken, and Dog, the heroes of April Grove. Yeah, we're fantastic. We're great. We're perfect heroes. We're gonna save the day by chopping down trees and living the good life. I have to sneeze. Sorry. I'm allergic to trees. Don't think about that too hard. I just read the phrase, "Thank you, Susie, our strongest Fujoshi," and I must share it. I don't even know what to say to that one. I love the way people talk about characters. I like seeing the little insights into the way that people's minds work based on the way that they talk about the characters that they love. It's really funny on websites like Tumblr where they're just out there just saying like my blorbo and making up new words for how they feel about things. The blorbo from my content. Jesus. Solid amount of things. Blorbo is a good word? It is a good word. I kind of want to wander around the entire world at night to see if we see anything different, because I realize that I run home when it's night. Once it hits night, we're gonna go wander everywhere. Because I keep going to bed at night, like a reasonable human being would. But this is a video game, and I don't have to be a reasonable human being. I can be a gremlin of a person. Damn, this tree is strong. My brain just went on a little jump through like thinking about online vernacular and then went, oh yeah, there's that guy that's making the book that's about, I think it's called Algo Speak, and it's about the way that we communicate online and the way that our language has evolved over time. And then I remembered that he also made a review of all of the AI garbage slop that was like published with his book's title to try and like gain on the algorithmic traction that his book has. And then I remember that people keep making little shitty books about famous people, famous being a very subjective and flexible word, and all the things that like people have tried to put out there over the years, and that one time during Unus Annus that Markiplier decided to look at them with Ethan. Man, why did those scammers have to exist? Look at what? Oh, people made like shitty books about him. This is before the advent of AI, so it was just people like compiling stupid shit or hiring people on like Fiverr to write like 10,000 words about Markiplier. And they'd get like half of their information wrong. And it would be pulled from like transcripts of his videos. I don't remember that video. I do, but that's because I have like an encyclopedic knowledge of Markiplier content, and if it wasn't an Unus Annus, it was like a stupid side video that he did at some point. In that same era, it is nighttime. I wish to run around and explore the world and see what's out there. Okay, so we confirmed that there's like nothing over here. I thought there'd be something over there because it's like perfectly walk-shaped, but no. What else is there? Is there anything near April? Let's go check April. No. Is our tree MILF happy yet? I mean, she looks happy. She's been happy the whole time. What do you mean, is she happy yet? Anything over here? No. Anything over there? No. Anything down here? No. Anything over here? No. In the watery area. Yes, I just ran past her. Did you ever get past those rocks to the north? No, because I don't have a hammer. All I have is an axe. And I am not Susie. Is there anything in your house, Mason? Can I go in the back door over here? No? Working on a design. Okay. He's just congratulating me on doing good. I wonder if that's the last achievement? It said something super secret. I would assume it would be, like, a secret somewhere. I love napping Penguin Man. I hope he's getting good sleep. I hope he's well rested. Hello, chicken. Goodbye, chicken. Nothing by Spooky Man's house. Nothing near the farm. Nothing near our construction zone. 1,000 more money for the well. Nothing over there. Nothing up here. Do I have mail? No one likes me. Okay. What's up here? Nothing down here. Nothing over there. Duck. I want that duck so desperately. I will never be given that duck. This should just lead me over here. Check the achievement description in-game. I'd have to go out to the menu. You know what? It's worth it. Save and quit. Because it's the feats. This is the only one that we have that's locked. It just said spooky. You wouldn't go out of bounds, would you? Cute. Sorry, fireworks. Okay, so now I have to learn how to go out of bounds. I'm gonna start running into walls. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would ya? Have you gotten your 100 Arbor Tree log yet? No, because I'm scared of doing it right now. Because what if I complete it and then I can't get back in to do stuff, even though it could probably be fine, but what if I... Cat. Cat hates me. Where would be the easiest way to go out of bounds? Let me out. Oh, I didn't unlock this. You can have that, Daisy. I don't care about my money. It's your money now. I have no earthly need for money in the year of our Lord 2025. Wait, is there something down here? Wait, Clover, I thought you were going to bed. Oh, my legs are totally jelly. At this rate, the mail will be late. Oh, hey, Forrester, it must be nice having all that spunk and energy. You want to save the day and deliver this letter for me? No, my legs are totally jelly. Okay. Yes. This is from Cyril to Amy Furry, who's over here. She's right here, right? You got so close, Sheila. Have you considered the weight of what we do here? Mysterious, isn't it? The power to revive nature, to warp the skies to our liking, and harvest eternally. April and her groves are a marvel. They are but one of many pillars that keep our world stable. Without us, the cities would most surely collapse, but they care and worry for us not. It's amusing. If anything, they look down on us, we the few who keep their towers of cards from crumbling down. Have this letter. Greetings, Forrester. I see you have a letter. Cyril, you poor thing. He has been here for decades and still he can hardly trust anyone. We don't know where he came from, babbled and claimed everything was wrong. Still claims he isn't home and refuses to settle in or trust people that look like him. Strange, isn't it? Perhaps he can come to trust you one day and find some peace here. Here, something as thanks for helping poor Sheila with her work. Money that I will never use! Okay. Okay, we tried over there. Okay, where else can I go to get out of bounds? If I just run at a wall really fast, do you think it will take me out of bounds? Do you think that's how it works? If I just manifest it. It's a daisy count. Throw me in the river. Anything under here that I can go through? No. I don't know how I did that right there, but we'll think about that. Hi, Robin. I haven't seen Robin in a while, actually. Hold on, let's check on Robin. Hello, I don't want- Wait. With that axe, trees will never topple. Boring. You can be just as boring for 2,000 gold. Wanna rent it? No. That looks like a hammer. Yes. What if- hold on. Wait. Kirsten's axe. Axe, hammer, same difference. No. Hold on. Yum. No. It doesn't work. Does it work on a tree? Bonk. That's such a good noise. Okay. Okay, ads are happening, but like, so you know that it works, and I come up here and I can't do anything. I just want to escape the confines of my world. Why am I not allowed to do so? Where else can I shove myself up against a wall and see what happens? I feel like it would be right here, but there's nothing right there. Let me out. Maybe it's right here? No. And now it's daytime. No, I'm just right there. This video game will never let me out. I'm trapped here forever. Forever and ever until I die. Maybe a cave? Maybe. Ooh. Nope. No, not right there. Not right here. I'm hiding. So it's a super secret out of bounds somewhere. What walls have I not shoved myself up against? Just see what happens. Do you know anything in here? Dojo man? Not too fond of folks, but much prefer the solitude out here in the groves. Sure, even I get lonely from time to time, but it's easier to drop into town than escape it. What kind of forester do you think you'll be? The sort that hangs around town, or one who lives out in the groves? I'd be mighty keen to see how you grow. I don't need to learn anything. Beauty of this nurtured grove, whose faithful goddess does preserve abundant bounty in its trove, the gift of nature undeserved. Its waves held high by lofty boughs, we travel under as though fish what miss the wise with furrowed brows. The peace of being tree-ish. Some brushed ink art of trees. Is it in my own house? Do you think I can— oh, Sheila. My legs! Yes. A hero here. This is from Spruce to Maple. Okay. I'm done looking for Out of Bounds. I must deliver a letter. We go. To Maple. Not the cat, but a person. Who hates her job, but doesn't hate her job. She's an enigma. Oh hey, a letter for me? Why? Who would care about me? Spruce? I don't want to read it. He calls me frumpy and a mess. Fine. His writing feels very kind. Doesn't suit him. Everyone is always trying to help me and support me. They are all so nice. What if I can't be helped, though? What if I'm not worth bothering? I mean, look at me. I'm just another catastrophe, even now. But I guess, like Spruce said, I may as well try. Oh, I almost forgot I have to pay postage. Right? Here. Thank you for your money. Your money is now my money. Is there a spot in here where I can run into the wall? Oh, well, I went down. That wasn't where I wanted to go. Can't get out there. Can't get out there. Can I take the chicken with me and escape? No. Begrudgingly in love with their work. All programmers ever. Except for a few. I've seen some programmers. My face is on top of the house. I've seen some programmers that are very much in, like, passionately in love with their work. Can I go into there? Not right there. Hi Miriam, I'm gonna run around your house and smash my face in all the walls. Please don't mind me. I don't think it's gonna be in somebody's house. But its name is Spooky, so there's gotta be something fun. I'll find it, or I'll go look up a hint in the forums. Hold on, let's check how many arbor trees I've cut down. Ironroot, 268 knotwood, 102 arbor logs. Okay, hold on, let's go talk to April. Actually, if there was going to be a place to go out of bounds, it would probably be in here, right? Like, these woods are all sorts of, like... weird angles. No, not right there.
Hello, Twader and Rats.
Hello,
I
Weebit.
just worked a 9:30 to 9:30. I am very tired. Did you know that Atlantis, the Lost Empire, is 24 years old?
Stop. I need to know what Primogen's persona would be. Well, you know who Adam Savage's persona is because he's made a video about it now, so you at least have that one. Is it here? Meow. I like the meow emote a lot. It's really stupid. And fills my heart with joy. You look like you're an out of bounds spot, but I can't get past you. I need to go talk to the giant lady. April. April, help. You did it! We did it! This grove hasn't been able to ship out ancient arbor in so long. Do you know how important that lumber is? Oh, the things artisans can do with it. You've worked so hard. I don't know how I can show my appreciation, but I'm sure we can think of something. We do make such a good team after all. Quest complete! If you need any help, there are plenty of books in the cabins. I'd say ask Mason, but he's just a big old grump these days. Or, you know, just trust your instincts. What's the worst that could happen, right? I'm gonna shove myself out the walls of this video game. Let me out! Anyway, I came to give Curse back. I must go sleep now. I have work in the morning again. Have good sleep. Take care of yourself. I also have work in the morning. Dog. It's gotta be up here. There's a lot of real estate up here. Do you think the cat knows the secrets? He's so angry. I also need a new axe again. I'm still also missing an axe, but I wonder if the spooky axe is covered in it. You seek to lurk and sneak amidst twisting veils? Shall I call fog for 150G? Yes. Spooky! Maybe this is how we do it. We have to get the game into the vibe of being spooky. Let me out. I feel like I should be able to walk out that wall. I don't know. I don't think so, but my brain says yes. Didn't get that axe too. There's lots of little secrets to be found. Will I find all of them? No. But will I try? Yes. Nothing up here. Nope, I just get really close to the edge right there. Can't get out there. Yeah, this one's pretty closed loop. Unless I can get out right here? No. Maybe it is. There's the one spot on the other side with the willow trees that I never went back to. Could it be over there? Oop. Let me just skedaddle. Oop. Is it right here? No. There's also some little crevices that I should probably look a little bit harder at that I didn't go back to. Anything over here? No. What's up here? That looks like a spot that I should be able to, like, squeeze into. There's a chest over here, but nothing else. I actually really like it when games have little mini games that are just really silly. Or not mini games, like little like Easter eggs and things to look for. Like I know the eggs, which, you know, unironically Easter egg, but the eggs in Deltarune are really interesting and weird because they're RNG based. It is like you have to enter and exit a room, and like sometimes on going into a room you will discover something that you didn't before. Which is interesting. Can I go into this wall? No. Let me out. Although I can go to Mushroom Man now and get my levels reset, and then I could just start cutting down trees again. That is an option. I do contain free will. Right there? No. Mushroom Man. Wait, no, you're all the way over here. Actually, what's the other axe that Robin had? I don't have enough money for it right now, but I could get it. I could do it. What's this one? Wasn't made for chopping trees, if you know what I mean. No one here can even imagine such a thing. Wait! That one wasn't made for chopping trees! Hold on, I gotta, okay, I need 4,000 money. No, wait, you know, you're not the better one. Hold on. Come here. Wait, no, there's a one right there. Murder axe. What if it's not for murder? What if it's for smashing open rocks? Anyways, we sit here now. Hi, bats. For the people that are lurking around, I don't want to make all of my content Undertale and Deltarune. However, I was thinking about this for a while now. Do you guys want a genocide Undertale run and then work on the weird routes for Deltarune? Specifically in that order. I want to go back and do Undertale's genocide route first, because I want to think about the implications of the way that the genocide route was run in Undertale versus the way that the weird route is in Deltarune. Very specifically because I want to see the combination therein. I know some of you are going to say yes, but I just want to make sure that people are okay with it before I then spend a lot of time playing Undertale and Deltarune. And it will not be fantastic gameplay. I make no promises. It will be my same shenanigan gameplay that it has always been, with an added layer of I vaguely remember what's happening. I could probably farm money in a better spot. Hold on, let's go back. Gold sparkles. Where are the sparkles going? Sparkles. Okay. Let's go cut down the arbor tree with a weird hammer. Because I was sitting there and I was thinking about it, and I know that as, like, as much as the weird route is going to make my brain unhappy, there are some things that I am curious about in terms of, like, how they differ character-wise. I want to see Secret, but I'm also EP. I do want to, like... Hold on, I'm cheating. I'm cheating. And by I'm cheating, I mean I'm going to the forum to see if anybody is looking for hints about it. Discussions. Spooky! Nope. Secret. Hold on. Have a good time zone, rats. Have a good time zone, Zero. Take care of yourself. I know words. Oh, guide. A tip. Huh? Oh. Wait, so it was on the left past the bridge? Hold on. So go up here. So the oak tree would have been here. Past the bridge. Stone path that there's that. It's over here somewhere. Oh! What? Okay. I didn't run into all the walls. Oh. Where are we going? Oh, okay. Well. I mean, this is a little bit spooky. I think I've made it more spooky. Oh. Joseph Hughes. Hey! Protein consumption specialist. We know names like this. Brendan Steppig, Lulupa, lead artist. Jeffrey Oliva. I can't say that. Assistant pixel artist. Oh, it's the credits! Dreamin' Everyday, concept art. Oh no, these are the kinds of secrets I love! John Sinclair, composer, who has done a fantastic job. Everybody has. Crumlore, production and marketing manager. Did you find it? Yeah! Weak baby lamb! Rachel Cash / Pinchy, digital art and community management. That's so cute! I love video gaming. I think that's now 100% achievements? Yeah, 100% achievements. Did Hammer help at all? No. It was back here. In an area that I hadn't seen, so. Tonk, 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 tonk. Do you ever just hear a video game make a good noise and go, yes? Yes, forever? Okay. I'm running away with these. Okay, we're gonna go to the area with the arbor tree because I think the arbor tree area is gonna be our best bet of farming money. Well, I shouldn't have spent all my money. I had so much money and then I didn't know what to do with it. But Robin has another item and I think that item may let me break rocks, and if it doesn't let me break rocks, then that is probably just an invisible wall telling me to not go there. In which case, no one can stop me from trying. Bonk, 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 bonk. 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 Yeah, that's way more efficient. No. Has the fog always been there? No, I turned on the fog. I went to the weather things and said I would like fog because I was looking for an achievement that was called spooky. And so I thought I would set the mood by telling the game to be spookier. It didn't really help, but it didn't really hurt either, so... Stop. Oh. My pockets are full. Ads are starting in 3 minutes. Stop. I keep forgetting it's going to storm tonight. What? As long as you're aware. As long as somebody in the house is aware. Be aware of when the dangerous points are. Just wind and small hail. The hail's gonna eat your car. It's not. I just like saying that because hail did once eat my car. Car is inside. It's gonna get inside. It's gonna eat the car. It's gonna get you. Okay, 500 more money. Wasn't this a year or two ago? Aether, I have terrible news for you. The time that my car got destroyed by hail was probably 8 years ago. I just think about it a lot. It's given me hail paranoia. When was another car thing? I haven't had anything exciting happen to my car. Every now and then it costs me a lot of money, but besides that, it's normally pretty fine. And by a lot of money, I mean all of the different maintenance things coincide at the same time, and then it costs. Ooh, we're almost done. I'm free. I will have $71 to my name, and that's enough. I don't need anything else. Robin, come here. Look at my little skedaddling legs. This was the wrong direction. You think I would have learned by now, but no. I will never learn. Hello. Axe wasn't made for chopping trees, if you know what I mean. No one here can even imagine such a thing. Yes. You break it if you buy it, and you can't afford it. Okay. So... Oh. It took all my money! Hold on. 67. Does it just... So it's guaranteed log drop, but it costs 10 coins every single time. I don't want it. I kind of want to look up what the other axe is though really quickly. April Grove Guides. Axe. No. Discussions. Axe. Oh. Oh, okay. Apparently there's a... The well has the axe. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go trade out our axe for one that I actually like more. We're gonna go talk to Mushroom Man, and then we're going to... Actually, let's also sleep. Hongshu. I know ads just played, but that is fine. We want it to save. Let's grab... Let's do our trusted combo of these two. Actually, if we do this one, it might even out... No, I don't want to even everything out. What do I want? What do you give me? Beats, worse beats, I guess. Probably has something to do with luck? Chopping speed is increased. We could just do these. Okay. Oh, it's still foggy. Meow. That was nothing. I guess I could have also used the fire axe for getting a ton of stuff, but then again, if I wanted to do anything remotely with, money, I would need to keep the logs so that I could actually use them. Yeah, this is a fine combo. We'll do this combo. Is it 250 or 150? It's 250. I'm gonna bet it now. Oh no, it's 150. Yes. It's sunny now. Okay, let's go talk to the mushroom. I like him. I like the mushroom. The mushroom's a cool dude. I might not stream April Grove after this, but I'm definitely still gonna try to get that axe. Because I want it. Unless they make a new update and then I can go more places, and then I will do it. I will do it. Hello, sir. Yes. Some folks think Robin's bad, but let me tell you, kiddo, if that's the worst you got it pretty good. Yes. Take my levels. Get rid of them. Oh, it puts a thing over there. Really impressing me, kiddo. Let's see how far you're able to go, huh? Bada bing, bada boom, bada wada whammo. There you go, kiddo. Good luck out there. It added a thing! Cute! So now... Yep. Okay, so we go back to cutting very, very basic trees. And trying to remember in which order they go, which I will not remember, and that is okay. Level 1. Nope. Level 2. Man, the levels are just going. Whee! I do just... There's something that makes my brain happy about a very simple number go up game. I like the really, like, weird little one-off idle games. I'm not playing Uma Musume. It's called Balatro? Okay, woo. I'll accept your gift of Balatro and I will play it on stream at some point. Undertale Genocide route run, but every time I get frustrated, I just stop and play Balatro for 5 minutes. Who said anything about on stream? Me. I said it. Your funeral. Thank you. They better have good food at my funeral. Somebody better bring some, like, baked potatoes. Like, really good baked potatoes. Do funerals have food? Famously, Mormons do have really good funeral potatoes. And they are legitimately called funeral potatoes, and they are most commonly and usually only made for funerals. Can you tell I've never been to a funeral? I'm trying to remember if I've been to a funeral. If I've been to a funeral, I was a kid. I have not been to a funeral as a conscious human being. For better or for worse. They go by a different name and I don't remember. I think it's scalloped potatoes. The funeral potatoes, yes, the Mormon funeral potatoes are indeed scalloped potatoes. But they have a recipe for them that is apparently to die for. Wait, no, hold on, wait. I didn't mean it as a joke. I didn't mean it as the joke. Oh, I'm sorry. You son of a bitch. I'm not a son of a bitch. I'm just thinking about space. And space gods. The only thing Destiny 2 has done for me lately is make me really want to, like, do some weird shit with the pantheons of gods in the world that I'm working on, and I don't know if that's a good thing to want to do, or if it's just gonna make my life more hectic later on, and at this point it doesn't even matter. Scalloped potatoes are to die for, honestly. No, don't dying for potatoes. Stop that. You eat your marshmallow that's hiding behind you in chat, and you enjoy it. I fed you today, chat. Level up. How many times can I prestige? That's my next question for this game. How many times can I prestige? Because I'll do it. Scalloped potatoes are a really nice way to use up those long misshapen potatoes that you get sometimes. The ones that are reminiscent of yams and stuff like that. I need people to stop being afraid of misshapen potatoes. And misshapen fruits and veggies. Sometimes it makes them harder to prepare, but like... Food is food. We don't need it to be the absolute prettiest, most aesthetic looking potato. It's still gonna be bomb, even if it's a weird shape. I'm level 10. Getting better at this, I can cut oak trees that I haven't been cutting up until now, for sure. I do think it's really good that there are a couple of programs out there that are now trying to get people to use... Hello?
Almost missed my resub. Ziploc less than 3.
Less than 3. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the 52-month resub. Welcome to I prestige my tree chopping game, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, it's wasteful, I agree, but sometimes when you get a high turnover rate, like in kitchens that prepare things in a very specific way for plating, it makes it rough. I can understand quick kitchens making it really tough, but I'm more so thinking about, like, everyday consumers that get uppity about it, and they're like, my potato look funny. I don't want to buy this potato for full price, and the potato for full price is, like, no money. It is so little money, and it is so good. I think I just really want potatoes. Sometimes my office really likes serving us a lot of potato dishes at once. I wonder if my brain is in sync with what's on the menu tomorrow. I'm not checking right now. I'm just gonna pray that it is. and that I get potatoes. Should I go talk to April again? Before the end of stream? I feel like there's more space in this game for stuff, and I wouldn't doubt that they're still working on adding more stuff. But I kept missing you playing this game. Are we once-learning? So, kind of. Technically, we're not, because if we come over here, dog. If we run into the mangrove swamp, and we go over here, this is April. April is the god, some sort of forest spirit. This is her grove. She renews the trees and stuff like that, and she tasked us with having to, like, cut down trees to ship out to other places. So, like, yeah, kind of one-slurring, but, like, with permission and with trees that auto-regenerate. If you need any help, there are plenty of books in the cabins, but I'd say ask Mason. He's just a big old... yeah. Yeah, she has nothing else to say to me right now. I think we're more or less done unless there's an update to it. Or unless I stumble upon some secret little thing. I didn't know the Lorax transitioned. Good for her. Yeah. One-slurring with consent, I guess, is the only way I can think to phrase it. And now I'm just prestiging my ability to cut down trees. I don't know what happens if I get to 99 again. Will he tell me that he could reset my level again? And then I can cut down more trees again? Is this just infinite tree time? Because I'm fine with that. I like cutting down trees. I don't need a story to get me to sit here and do this. I'll do it all on my lonesome. For free. Well, I paid $3, but for free. I just like number go up game. I just need to get more into Destiny 2 leveling up, because that's just the same grind. Or Warframe. I could get really deep into Warframe, and then I will never stream again. I will just be playing Warframe. Could I stream Warframe? Yes. Would I? No. Because I'm already scared of their in-game chat. I don't want to see what their game is like.
Before I forget.
Have a good night, Aether, but I don't want to see what their community is like on Twitch. The in-game chat is like such a mixed bag, and I can never tell if they're the worst of the worst or the best of the best, and sometimes I think it can be both. Level up. Give me an excuse to pick up Warframe again. I'm down to play. The caveat is a yes, but because Destiny 2 stuff just came out. So, a lot of my free time is going to be Destiny 2 stuff. Especially since... So, this is not to make it sound like it's an insane amount of content. This is just to put in perspective what I was able to do today. I played Destiny 2's new expansion for about 7 hours today, and we got a little over 2/3 of the way through the steps in the quest line. So Soviet and I need to grind a little bit more. But it was really interesting. So they reset a whole bunch of stuff for Destiny 2, along with basically shoving brand new story in our faces to get us hooked into new stuff. And I'm interested to see what they do with it, but I need more time. I need to grind. So they reset everybody's light levels down to 10 they normalized everybody's levels. So if you had like a level 0 thing, it could set you really low. But everybody's light levels for like average gear was like 10. Just all of your gear was 10. The highest level, light level that we know of so far, assuming that it can go a little bit higher than this, is now 200. I'm somewhere just below 100 from playing for 7 hours, so I need to grind. I need to grind the gear to upgrade everything, and I need to get all of my weapons up to levels that are not trash, because all of my weapons are kind of trash, except for the ones that I was playing during the expansion. See, the number go up games are everywhere. Literally everywhere. Can I cut down willow trees now, do you think? It goes willow trees next, right? Counting simulator. Yeah, but it's me, and I can't count. I can only scream. Nope, I can't cut those trees yet. Okay. We'll see if I can after level 15. Meow. But I do like my sci-fi shooty games. I like sci-fi a lot as a genre. I think about the sci-fi genre a lot, and then I look at some of the books that I loved as a kid, and some of the opinions that some of those authors held, and some of the things that I don't agree with them now. And it's interesting to see how different I can be from those authors. Now? Is lesbian fish a stable genre? No. It's not a stable genre, nor do I think it's a staple genre. Started playing an MMO again recently, which I hadn't looked at in a few years, and the level cap has increased by a little bit less than 100 since I last played. Incredibly overwhelming. It can be really hard getting back into a game after an extended period. It's like jumping back into... Okay, so granted that I haven't played Minecraft on stream in like a month, but like just think about like the jump between... Oh, it's foggy now. Where I started the hardcore world in 1.16 and where 1.21.7 is. The world height changed. There's new new dimensions, but there's new biomes. They introduced cave biomes, which was something that had never been thought of before. There's now a ghast variant that's in the overworld that is a flying platform on which I can stand. There's new dog variants. There's new other animal variants. Sheep finally make sense. So much has changed. World's full of chaos. Trial chambers? Dude, trial chambers, the warden, the ancient city. Like, if you had shown little baby child me in ancient city, I think I would have exploded. I would not have been able to contain my excitement, and I would have been so confused and so perplexed and so excited. Also, my mouse is on the screen again. Alright, I want to go see if I can cut down willow trees. Warden said with the same tone as the back rooms. Jingle jingle. I'm not anywhere near a Markiplier. I'm not gonna put Subway Surfers... I still can't cut them. I'm not gonna put jingle jingle keys on stream. Instead, I just put a marshmallow behind chat and assume that that is enough to capture somebody's attention. To go, hey, why is there a marshmallow back here? How did that get there? I guess, hold on. Wait, there might be a shortcut. I've just realized something. Because I have access to everything. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, so I can just give him all of my money and then cheat my way up further. So if I just focused on making money, I could go real fast. I could go full speed. Dude, the world keeps changing. On one hand, I'm proud of all the things that are changing for the better. On the other, god damn, the world keeps changing too fast. But that's okay. You know what never changes? My love of weird games. I think we start Undertale Genocide on Thursday. I think we start Undertale Genocide route on Thursday. Wait, really? Yeah. No, I was not joking about doing Undertale Genocide route into possibly the weird route Deltarune. Like 1 to 4. I think I kind of want to do it. It's gonna take a while, but I think I'm down to do it. We'll start with Undertale, maybe take a break and do something else in between before we dive into Deltarune for like a week, and then like go full speed at Deltarune. But it is the end of stream. Did you ever finish The Witness? Yeah, I mean, I saw an ending. I finished The Looker. Whatever that means. Does my badge look different? No. I do have all the feats now. Look at all my feats. Wait. Goodbye, Leaf. Now we turn on music again. Hi, rats. I appreciate you very much. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. We'll do Undertale Genocide route starting on Thursday. It'll be a time, that's for sure. But I appreciate you guys very much. I hope that you guys have a fantastic time zone. I hope that you guys drink water, eat food, take your meds, get some sleep, do whatever you gotta do. If you're in a time zone that is very hot at this time of year, please take care of yourself. If you are in a cold area of the world right now, please take care of yourself as well. Just take care of yourself, everybody. I want to see everybody have as best a week they can. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday. Goodbye!